everyone. I guess we can introduce ourselves. My name is Mademoiselle Lynna, and this is
Mambo Tonya.
and
I'm Shishi.
and we
And I'm
are
Shishi.
the
The
Conjure
Calico goddess.
Crew.
We're all off.
It's okay. It's been a minute. I'm telling you, it's Mercury. It's Mercury. So the other day, I was doing readings online through Bitwine, and I got this message popped up on my thing saying I've been signed off because I missed a call. I'm like, what the hell? It didn't even ring. I've been sitting right here crocheting. Girl, when I plugged in my mic, it turned my sound off on my computer. And I had already emailed support saying, look, it didn't ring. It's Mercury. It's
And
Mercury.
it was you.
It was me the whole time.
Oh, wait a minute. What we got over here? AI moderator?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Oh.
Queen to be. Hello, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
This is so different. It's nice. I like this setup.
Oh, I've been playing around with it. I haven't even been on it in forever.
It is different though.
Because it's not StreamYard, it's Restream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Restream.
How many people can you have on here?
I can have up to 10 guests, but right now I have it broadcasting to all 3 of our Facebook pages, to YouTube, and to the Conjure Crew group.
Oh, nice.
Okay, good.
And it's posted over on Hipsy, which I wrote in there, and I didn't ask nobody's permission. But the last few minutes, if we get some readings, we'll only do readings that are from the queue. So they can't just be spamming the thing, because we're not going to listen to people spamming.
So what's Hipsy? What new platform is this?
It's where you go live, but you go. People have to sign up and ask their questions on Hipsy, and it puts them in a queue, and then you can go through and check off each one.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah, it's really nice.
I have to go upstairs and get my cards then.
Because like last night, girl, is RV life going to be good for me? My body's been feeling weird. Am I pregnant? I saw that so many times. Over and over and over again.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, like spamming. I was like, RV and pregnant? Like what?
I was up here looking for the question. I was like,
I may look pregnant, but I'm not pregnant.
Yeah, I was confused. Hey, y'all. We got Nikki, Lachey, Stephanie, Charlie. Hello, hello.
Queen to be is here.
Hello. I'm up here like I bought my sister some tarot cards, but I'll go upstairs and get mine. It's fine.
I think with the live readings, like you said, you get a lot of spamming. And that's why you see the same question over and over and over, because people feel like if they put it in 15 times, it's going to get answered.
Yeah.
All it does is irritate me, to be honest. That's just my opinion.
Well, Facebook, if you spam a certain number, they will completely like knock you out. Like they will take you out of the live. And I don't know why they do that, but I guess it's because they see the question as spam. I don't know.
They might, because
oh, we already got a scammer, Tarot Decks.
Man.
That was quick. We ain't even started talking about shit. I guess they say while they over there babbling, let me get in here and start putting this stuff in.
Right. Let's go ahead and let me see.
So how are we doing? Are we gonna chat tonight? So we're chatting and then doing live readings?
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing.
Well, I wanted to catch up with y'all.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I thought we were just talking. So what is the topic? Since because you wanted to do this, Calico Goddess, what's been on your mind? Because you've been wanting to do this for a while.
I know. I've been wanting to see how you guys are doing, and I don't know. I did have a few clients ask me, are you guys doing Conjure Crew anymore? We don't see you up there. And I was like, well, everybody's been busy. Lynna's doing her thing. Tanya's booked back to back with, feds and things like that. And I was like, then I'm, changing my business. So I think if anything, we should catch people up on what we're doing, how we've changed, and go from there. So
Okay, go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
get
start with
started.
Lynna, because Lynna.
No,
Wait,
no,
why is it me?
it's
I
your
want to ask
idea.
you
You go
first.
What?
No,
What do
because
they say? What do they say when you fart? The smeller's the feller. Go ahead, Shishi.
what?
Oh, no.
Is that white people stuff? I've never heard that before. The what?
The smell. You know how somebody will be like, "Ooh, did you do that?" No, the smeller is the feller.
I have never heard that
I
before.
mean, that's new for me.
Yeah.
That's new for me.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, Janie say you can come. You're welcome to come for drinks and lunch at my job. Girl, now I'm a Texas girl. I ain't gonna turn down no food.
Look, I'm in town too.
You know what?
I'm in town too.
Lynna, come pick me up, and then we'll head over. Neither one of us drinks, so that'll be cheap. We can just go get us some food. We'll go eat.
Right, a Dr. Pepper.
But she does. Her hotel has a spa.
Oh, okay.
So we could even do spa day. Like
Hey,
we can go get.
Nicole.
We can go hook it up. You smell it, you deal it.
You
Oh,
smelt it, you dealt it. Okay.
Yeah,
The
because what you
smeller's
were
the
saying didn't
feller.
make no sense. None. What you say? The smell is the filler. I'm like, what?
No,
the hell
I
is
said
that?
the smeller is the feller. Never mind. You know what a feller is? It's like a dude. It's like that feller over there.
I'm country. I know a feller. I'm trying to figure out what the fart and the feller got to do. Look, I'm even talking country. What the feller and the fart got to do?
The smeller is
What happened
the
to Shishi?
feller. I don't know.
She was supposed to be interested. Y'all, we gonna get this shit together in a minute. We don't know what we're talking about.
I'm telling you, it's Mercury.
It is Mercury. Mercury has been crazy. It has been crazy. So y'all, we're not doing readings. We are a lot of y'all.
We'll do readings at the end, but they have to be in the queue, or we're not doing them. Don't spam the chat. Don't spam the chat, because if you spam the chat, you're not going to make us happy. Okay, let me see her back end.
It kicked me out because it was the old invite.
Oh.
Because we were like, we're talking and you just disappeared. So what's been going on with the Calico Goddess? Let's start. What's going on with the Calico Goddess?
Well, hello again, ladies. It's nice to see you. So what's new for me? I've moved towards coaching a lot more now too, instead of just tarot. So I've put together coaching programs to help people move along and doing their self-love work, their manifestation work, help them along, with their shadow work, their inner child healing, and basically get them out of the ruts where they feel stuck. So I've included that in my business and kind of, amp that up, because we all know, we read tarot cards and we have a lot of clients that, tend to get stuck in the same pattern, and they're like, we don't know how to break free. We don't know how to get loose and, make changes. So I decided, okay, well, let's kind of maneuver and see how we can help people get out of the, cycle that they've been in for 5 to 8, however many years they've been going through. And I mean, and Tanya and I talk about it often. We talk about, how so much in our lives have changed, especially how long I've known Tanya. I know Lynna has known you longer, but since I've known you, so much in your life has changed. Things have gotten super uber busy for you. And, we still run into some of the same people that are doing the same thing that they were doing when we first met them, and they can't seem to break it. And it's about doing the work. It's about, deciding and being intentional. And so for me, I've been doing a lot of intentional forward movement, a lot of changes. I've been applying psychology metaphysics and spirituality together, seeing how they blend. And while I've been healing certain parts of my life over the years of being gone, I felt like it was my turn to step up and help others heal theirs and move forward. So
That's good. That's good.
Good.
We need people like that because
Mm-hmm.
you're right. You're right. There are people who are doing the exact same thing that they were doing 5 years ago.
yeah, the same
Or like
question.
when it's like the pandemic happened and you know how the almost like the world stopped turning and it never started turning back for some people.
Yeah. Well, some people
Or
got
turning
stuck.
again, should I say, not back.
Yeah. Well, I think, when you think about COVID, it was life changing
Mhm.
all the way across the board. And there's some people that shut down in that energy and they're trying to fight their way back. So, I think at this point we're all dealing with mental health issues, to be honest.
Yeah,
You
we
Yep.
are.
know,
We've all
some of
been
us,
through hell and back. I mean,
yes.
literally.
Some of us are struggling more than others. So, anything that can help, I think for a lot of people, is definitely needed. A lot of people, I mean, my therapist retired, was it last year? And she only takes like a handful of us that come in. And thankfully I've got the life coping stuff down. She's a great therapist. And we have been together for a long time. And I knew at some point she was gonna retire and move on. And I think for a lot of people, when you're lost and you're trying to connect with a coach or a therapist or something like that, it's important that you have some type of connection and with
Mhm.
longevity so that you're not starting something and then this person leaves or it changes and then you're just kind of like fucked. But man, I tell you, it definitely pays to have a person that is a good lead for you, especially if you're struggling, you
I
know.
think I think for some of my clients, they do have therapists, and I think a lot of people they get confused, with what the difference is with a coach and a therapist. A therapist has to, talk you through things. They can't say, okay, this is how we're going to sit down and do this. They have their limitations, but where the therapist can't do certain things, I could say, this is the plan. I could say certain things to you that therapists cannot say to you. I'm not trying to diagnose you. I'm definitely
Mhm.
not trying to say per se be your therapist, but I am here to support you and to put in other, things that will help heal you and move forward. And sometimes it's easier to, I think the thing about a therapist in many cases, like I had a really great therapist, but then I moved. Um, and now I have a nice one too. I got another one, but um, I think the thing is, the therapist cannot always be as transparent as the coach. A coach can say, okay, I've been here. This is where, the situation's been or how I got through these situations. A therapist sometimes feels like it may be unprofessional to, put out their life and to let you know how they got there. But I find that I'm closer to a lot more coaches and mentors who have been that transparent. So then I know that they've actually traversed, the mountains and the hills that I'm trying to go through. But a lot of therapists won't open up that way, which is, of course, their prerogative. But I feel
True.
coaches sometimes have a bit more freedom with that.
Well, I hit pay dirt with my therapist. I mean, she believes in spirit, she believes in dead people. She definitely offered a lot of advice, and like you say, that's not the norm. It's not the norm. But I think you go towards what you need. And for a lot of people, coaching right now is a big thing. Like I massage 3 life coaches right now and they stay booked. They stay booked. I think it was a couple of years ago, and it just goes to show you before like why a life coach could be needed. I had a client in the Friday Night Lives and she was asking me, should she have sex with her date that she was going on a date with? Now, to me, as an adult, as a grown woman, there's the biology of the body that's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. But she actually wanted somebody to answer the question Like, should I do this? Because she was like, I don't want to think. Because I messaged her afterwards and I was like, that's such an odd question to ask on the live. And she goes, I just didn't want to think about it. And I was like, okay. So you were letting people decide if you should have sex with this person. What if you didn't want to? And it just made sense to her. So I think that there are a lot of people definitely that need the guidance. I wonder where you draw the line with how much is too much, though, you know?
So for me, like the coaching I do is I do life coaching, but I lean a lot towards self-love and self-concept coaching because, you know, the thing that I've learned about being in the craft, and we both know, all of us know, you have to take responsibility for what you do in the craft. And a lot of people get into the spiritual practice thinking, oh, we're going to do some woo-woo and there's no repercussions. There's no, you know, it's just full power. And that's not how that works at all. If you're off when you're doing spell work, it will bite you in the ass. Just like, you know, Tonya, when you gave that live and you explained if you're off, you know, with your own self and you haven't done your shadow work, if you go to Konzo or initiate, those spirits can mess you up.
Yeah.
And that is what a lot of people have done. A lot of people have jumped in, done some stuff, had some backlash, not realized they had the backlash of their own decision, and they have to work through it. So.
Absolutely. Well, Miss Lynna, since we don't dwelled into that, let's get back to you. What you been doing?
A lot of I was gonna say a lot of the same thing, but no, I am not doing anything I was doing. Well, I'm still doing readings since we got back from Portland, but I'm still doing rideshare. I've been through a couple of vehicles. I was taking my crochet and stuff. I don't know if you can see that I made back there to the market, and I've got a storefront now that I'm gonna be putting my stuff in and doing that, and just and God, I got kids too. It's like I don't have a life. What do you mean? What have I been doing for them? My daughter graduated high school. She starts college tomorrow, and
she's an Aggie.
Yes. So proud of her. So proud of her. It was crazy. She applied for A&M, and 12 days later we got the acceptance letter.
Man, that's amazing.
It was fast. So, and we just had 2 freaking hurricanes, Tonya. You know what we've been doing. We've been sweating and all kinds of stuff. When I said we've been going through hell lately, yeah. You know, 100 degrees outside, no electricity, and
good old Texas.
150% humidity.
No, I couldn't imagine that, because I mean, I just, you know, I got big boobs, so I just think about the paper towels you have to tuck under there because of all the heat and humidity. And
you don't even use the paper towels. You just go ahead and just use your clothes at that point. You don't want to waste the towels.
Just fold them under. Fold them under. Wear some
when
cotton.
You go in the bathroom, grab baby wipe, and make sure that they ain't got no yucky stuff, and you're good to go.
Not yucky stuff. No.
Well, because you know, there are people, not me, but there are people that I have heard of that have moved to Texas, and they smell and don't know why they smell. And it's because when you bathe, you have to get up under there. Even if you don't have boobs, you still got to clean.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're not clean, you must be. And it's nasty. I pick up a lot of people in my car. Girl, I got Lysol right there in my door handle.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Because some people just do not smell nice.
Nicole is right, though. I love Lumi. I love Lumi and the deodorant. Let me make sure that I plug my thing up because I think my laptop is talking to me. There we go. But Nicole is right. You got to use some stuff. But Linda say, look, y'all need to stop coming to Texas being funky. Linda's like, let me give y'all a lesson.
Yeah,
now, wait a minute. This is a trick question, Lynna. Washcloth or no washcloth?
Oh, my God. You're not going to do that to her.
For what?
To bathe.
Oh, no. I use that poofy thing.
I'm good. She good.
You know that. You know that.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing
Why?
with
What's
you.
a washcloth is like to clean the counters and stuff with.
Well, I mean,
You
you
know?
got the bath and washcloth too, but yeah, but the sponge
No.
thing is good.
I like
The sponge
the
thing.
scrunchy thing. And when I used to make my soaps, they've got little scrunchies you can put the bar of soap in now, and those are awesome too.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
did.
like that.
She had a good Florida water soap, and she knitted a little
Like a little taro bag almost, and put
yeah,
it
and
down
you
in
would put
there.
the soap in, and you would use it to wash. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. I don't know what happened to mine.
You need
Now
me
that
to
I
make
think about
another
it,
one?
yes, I loved it. Shishi, why you turn sideways? What happened?
I think maybe she went to sleep.
She's stuck.
She laid down.
What did Nicole say? No washcloth or a fresh one every day. You can't have that hanging and getting stinky. You're right. The puff is better, especially in
Yeah.
Texas. It's with the humidity and everything. Yeah. Oh, I love
Well,
exfoliating
and
gloves too.
I want to feel like it's scrubbing me. I want to feel like I'm getting clean. I don't
Yeah,
want to just
I
I don't
have
want to smear stuff all over me, you know.
yeah, and that's true too. I like the loofah and I like the exfoliating gloves that Lydia was saying too, because like you say, it really gets in there and gets all, dead skin and all that stuff off of you too. Because I work a lot in the yard, so at the end of the day, I need to go in there and scrub down.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about. I haven't used a washcloth. I don't remember when the last time I used a washcloth.
Well, no, you doing it right. I was looking at this
I either use the scrunchy thing, or like when I was in Austin, camping out in Austin, them flushable wipes,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Nah, I was testing you. Olive Olay, Dove. Let's see, African net. Mm-hmm. And you can put it in the washing machine. That's true. That is true. Where do we she
She'll be back. Oh wait, there she is. Why is it not letting people automatically back in? Okay. Good morning.
I don't know. I was listening, and then y'all were gone.
You laid down and went to
well,
sleep.
you turned
girl.
sideways and then you were gone.
Really? I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
you
god.
kind of went to the side, and the next thing you know, you disappeared.
Yep, we
It
thought
was
you
like
took a nap.
reconnecting.
I'm telling you, it's Mercury. It's Mercury. But yeah, I've been doing a whole lot of everything and a whole lot of nothing all at the same time.
Oh, Lynna, they want to know about your Florida water soap.
Yeah, I want to know if you still do that.
I haven't. Well, it was actually what the hell did I call that? Chill the fuck out. I think it was, because it was a cleansing soap, and then it also had, but it was like a 2-in-1, because y'all know when you cleanse, you got to replenish yourself by putting oil or something on. So I had a cleansing soap with lavender and Florida water in it, so that after you get the bad juju off, you got good juju on you.
Oh, that's nice. So are you gonna make some more?
I don't even know where all my supplies are, and I am not going to go buy all this stuff again. If I find them, I might. No promises.
You have all that stuff in storage. All you got to do is go to the store. Mm-hmm. You got to go. That's all. It's because it's all right there. Oh, Nika is saying they have an African net-like fiber at Hobby Lobby that you can crochet.
Yeah, but that stuff hurts your fingers when you pull it through, because you got to do all like this.
Okay,
I like the stuff I'm making.
Well, I guess she was like, suggestions.
But thank you. Yeah, I've seen it. It's easier for me to go to Walmart and pay $1
for some yarn.
No, for a scrubby.
Oh, okay. I think she was kind of saying, like, if you were gonna make it for other people and then put your soap in the African net, if you were gonna knit it, but like you said, if it hurts your fingers, then I don't know if that's
it takes a long time. And like I just said, I can go to Walmart and buy it for $1. That means other people can too. and the amount of hours and the cost of supplies.
Basically, Linda's like, I ain't fucking knitting y'all no soap buckets. Y'all need to go to Walmart and get y'all a knit.
Because if we can't even charge what this blanket behind me took me 4 months.
Oh
4
my
months.
God.
And I still haven't, look, I still got the needle right here. I still got to sew 2 of those turtles on there. I mean, it's just like tacked on there right now. I really need to go back and sew it. 4 months.
Oh Lord.
I've put so many hours
patience.
and I've paid so much in supplies. I'm never going to get the lady. There's no way she's going to pay me what that blanket's worth, you know? And so,
Yeah, that's a lot. To Till, the best homemade soap for vaginas. A lot of people use goat milk because it's some people say it's creamy and it's non-abrasive, but I also there's a lady on TikTok and I just came across her. I don't even remember what her name is, but she puts a loom in her soap. Now, a loom, you know, back in the days, they used to use it to tighten your vagina up. Like you would dish with it or you would put it in your bath water because you put it in pickles and it makes it, you know, it puckers. I didn't mean to make that face, y'all, but
I was like, what's a loom? You mean alum?
alum. Did I say a loom? I call it a loom. It's alum.
Alum, yeah. It's like almost like putting cocaine on your tongue to make your tongue go numb. That's
okay. Stuff? Yeah.
So then it sucks your vagina back
yeah.
together.
Yeah, it sucks it in like, you know, poop. But I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it's not a long-term, you know, thing. Like it's something, oh, she goes, I don't have that problem. The man go crazy. Yeah, we know the man go crazy for your JJ. It be what? We got 3 going crazy now. But that don't mean that the shit won't go you know, at some point it might stretch out and not pop back, and then that's what you would use the soap for. But I ain't wishing that on you though. You got good kitty cat. I pray that you have good kitty cat until you die. Yes. So how do you say it? Alum. I've always called it a loom.
Alum.
So thank you for correcting me.
I might be the one saying it wrong, but I've always thought it was alum.
No, well, we know what it's spelled like and what it looks like. But I know some people. I know on the TikTok she was mixing it with the goat soap or the African soap, and then you know. But I'm pretty sure you probably get a better if you were gonna use it. You know, if you were douching or something like that, and we know that you're not. You know, it's not necessary to dish or anything. You know, the vagina is self-cleaning. But you know, if you had a date and you was trying to tighten it up for a little bit, man.
Listen, Tonya, I remember one time I went to New Orleans with my best friend, and we were sitting outside Mama Star's shop.
Wait. New Orleans and with your best friend. What you fixing to out me with?
We were sitting at the table outside Mama Star's shop.
Okay, that was my shit.
We were doing the Lenormand cards, and you were showing me how you made the square box. And 2 girls walked by. Girl, don't say that some people don't need to douche because they like to knock. We both snapped our heads around like, what the fuck?
Girl, that is New Orleans though. That's New Orleans.
So bad.
That's what you call bar life. When you are bar hopping and it's a lot going on. Plus the humidity.
Look,
plus Lynna will never forget this, y'all. She don't tell the story.
We just had Hurricane Burl. I'm 2 blocks from the water. So that night, I took Pippa for a walk, and it smelled like dead fish in my neighborhood from the hurricane blowing in fish. Let me tell you something. That walk smelled better than them 2 women walking down the street in front of us.
It was that bad.
I have smelled dead fish that smelled better.
It was bad.
It was so bad. We were
like, outside. Was it rotting off? Was it rotting off and then just fell down on side? I mean, what?
It was her hoo-ha.
Okay,
I know, but how does the hoo-ha smell?
She had a good time. She had a good time that night. She probably had 3 or 4 good times that night. You know,
it was bad though. Somebody. It was. So some
Lynna
people
is
do
gonna
need
tell
to
the
do.
story, and we're gonna be in an old folks' home with no teeth in our mouth, and she gonna be like, "You remember when we was in New Orleans? Them women traumatized her. She is gonna tell this story until she dies."
I swear to God, but both of us were like, "Whoo!"
We did both turn. We were like, okay, wait a minute, something ain't right. Something ain't right. But that's New Orleans, though. That, I mean, honestly, that happens a lot more. It's a lot more common. You got to think people are drinking. They're dealing with. You go to New Orleans on a good night. People are giving blowjobs in the alleyway. They're bending each over with on the cars, and this is multiple people. It's like
it was 2 women. Tonya, if I
you act
ever
like women
smell
don't
like
have.
dead fish, you better tell me.
Man, I can't fucking breathe.
How can? And that's just like some people that get in my.
See, it's just kicking everybody off.
Kaylin, you know I'm telling the truth. Now, here's the thing. I love the French Quarter. I feel like it's certain places. Kayla said it ain't the locals, and she probably is right. It's the tourists. But here's the thing: when in Rome, you do what the Romans are doing. I'm not gonna sit up there and talk about a woman having a good time and exploring her sexuality. I think the problem is that she did have maybe she was on her way back to her hotel from the
Look,
night
you can
before, for
carry
all we
baby
know.
wipes. There's a baby wipes are portable for a reason.
She probably was heading back. I don't even know the woman, and I'm defending the woman. She probably was headed back to her hotel. I think because we got to be honest, there's some women in Texas too with that under boob odor that is ridiculous too. I think whoever put a loom or a loomy or whatever in the comments, that shit is the best type of shit for any type of body odor. Like I have seen, even when I used to work out and put that stuff in between my legs and under my arms, it knocks odor out. Like you smell exactly like the product.
Nice.
So if you are having any issues or anything like that, that stuff is good. And then there's another one where it has not turmeric in it, kojic acid.
Oh.
It's a body wash that has kojic acid in it, and it gets like any type of discoloration or anything. Like if you're washing yourself, yeah, Lumi is definitely, it's worth the money.
So where do you get that from?
You can order it. There's a website.
Oh, you can't just go to the store and buy it?
I haven't seen it in the store. I've seen it. I get it on the website. Bay leaf is so good. It's not overpowering. It smells really, really good. They have the body wash. They have the soap. They have the little roll up deodorant thing. Oh, Chrissy said it's at Target. I didn't know that.
So Lynna, whenever you smell women that smell bad like that, you could be like Target, Lumi.
They say it's at Walmart too. I have not
seen.
Do
they maybe have trial sizes I could give out to people?
Well, let's see.
I wear my mask because I've got this thing about smells.
She does. She absolutely does have this thing.
We can be driving down the road and I'm like, you see that red car up there? They smoking weed in that car.
She does. She has a bloodhound nose. She has, and she likes to share the smells with me when she smells them. I'm like, I didn't even smell that.
Because sometimes I'm wondering if it's just me, and it's like, do you smell that?
I don't know why. Every time we do these damn things with you, Lynna, we always end up going down some weird ass rabbit hole.
That's the best way to do it. It is the best way to do it. Nobody wants to stay above
all
the
this stuff is coming out. Look, I learned about Lumi, and they have it at Walmart. Okay, and at Target.
I did not know they had it at Walmart. So I am gonna go.
We're gonna have to go to Walmart.
And then you can probably smell them too. I'm gonna go look. I gotta go to Walmart today, so I'm definitely gonna go look. Where are they at, in the soap aisle? I have never seen Lumi in Walmart. They have to be over like the body washes and stuff.
She said they do have travel sizes.
Okay, good, because some people be needing it. But like I said, I wear my mask. I've been wearing a mask since the pandemic, and it's not for the COVID. It's because some of the people smell bad, so they cannot see my face because I know I'm gonna make a face when I smell them. So they can't see me making
this is
no
the
bad
way to
faces.
come back.
And then I get my lot. I don't say anything to them, but I have my Lysol in my car, and my car stays Lysoled up, and it ain't for COVID. It's for nasty people.
I am crying.
I
Oh,
don't. You
good
know what?
Lord.
I don't blame you. I live in Europe, and my sister and I went to the theme park the other day, and not all Europeans like to wash daily. So when they start sweating, it's like booty and must. And I was like, oh my God, being stuck out here sweating, and then people are stinky. And it was just,
Don't they do that in France too, don't they? Don't they not
yeah,
shower in France, and they don't shave their pits?
not every day. I mean, well, not all of them shave their pits, but there's a lot of Americans that don't shave their pits either.
True.
You know, the armpit thing doesn't kill me so badly. It's the
Yeah, but
it's
if you don't shave your pits and then you don't bathe on top of it,
yeah,
that's
then
like
that's not
like
nasty.
having yeast under your boobs. You're getting stuff all up in your pits.
But you know, there's some people that don't have odor though. And it could be their I don't know, genetics. It could also be the way, you know, like some people grew up just using lemon under their arms. They don't have odor. Like they don't use regular deodorant with all the chemicals and things like that. They use lemon and lime. And they
Yeah.
don't
Sorry.
You know, Avon makes that. What is it? That stuff that the older people used to wear, that liquid deodorant, because it didn't have magnesium in it.
You mean like
You
the
know what?
roll-on?
No, it was in a little small square bottle, and it was liquid. But it's because it didn't.
I must not be old enough. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's before us.
Really?
I mean, we old, but it was before.
Thanks.
It was.
Oh,
I already got called a geezer today.
Chlorophyll is really good too for odor. Chlorophyll is definitely. I could even tell when I started adding it to my water that you smell your body. You could definitely tell a difference with the odor. Even the cats were sniffing me differently. So it definitely changes. Definitely changes with odor.
Well, I know some people use just baking soda. They'll rub baking soda under their arms.
Well, it absorbs, so I could imagine that would work.
So.
My grandma used to use talcum powder too.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people don't know all this stuff. They think that. Anyway.
Now that we know that Lynna cannot take smelly people, when I run into Lynna,
I will take them, but I have a subscription to a car wash. I just washed my car today. I ain't even working. But I wash my car at least every other day and vacuum it out. But I spray my car probably a good 4 or 5 times a day because I can't do stink.
I'm pretty sure there's a name for that. Like that has to be some type of disorder.
That's not a disorder, Tonya. First off, can you imagine if somebody smelled bad and you were massaging them? I can see your face right now because your eyes are big.
I got all of y'all.
I'm gonna throw her under the bus. The story about the lady who moved here and did not bathe under her boobs came from Tonya because Tonya smelled it.
Well, I probably out of both of y'all with my job, I definitely eat toilet paper in the butt.
What?
Bad, amongst other things, some people do not wipe properly. We definitely have underarm and boob. I think I'm immune to it though. At this point, I really am.
I'm not. I would start crying.
I think I'm immune to it. You know, I'll typically, when I flip them over, I'll be like, "Hey, dear, you have toilet paper in your bum. Do you want to? Do you want to get up and go get it out? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? And they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. And then I'll have the guys, and the guys go, oh, you can just pull it out. No, I cannot.
Hey,
No, I
I
cannot.
got somebody's toilet paper out their booty crack. Like, who would even volunteer you for that? Oh, you could just go ahead and grab it. I don't mind.
Men do that. Men they don't care about it at all. They will be like, oh, you can just grab it out. I'm okay with it. And I'm like, no, I don't
I
think
guess
so.
it'd be a crusty piece of dry toilet paper up your asshole, because I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So yeah, I probably, but I like I say, thank God I don't have Lynna's nose, because it probably would be a thing. But it don't even
See, even Nicole is agreeing with me. But let me put it to y'all this way. Look at it from the other side. If I smoke cigarettes, I don't. I vape, and my vape smells beautiful. It's butterscotch and caramel. Smells like IHOP when you get in my car. But if I smoke tobacco and you got into my car to go to the airport or go out with somebody and it stank of tobacco and nicotine, what would y'all think of me? What would you rate me as a driver if I showed up having a smelly car? It's not a good experience for the rider if I have a smelly car. And it's damn sure not a good experience for the driver when smelly people get in the car. So it works both ways. And we got a lot more people getting in than y'all getting in too.
My nose.
We have a lot more people getting into our car. More people, we pick up more times than y'all order a ride. So you might get into an Uber once, maybe twice a day while I'm picking up 14.
But you got more people. I caught it. Let's see. My daughter got into a friend's car and it smelled like they're 2 wet dogs. Oh.
Yeah. My car is like my office. That's why I keep it washed. I keep it smelling clean. The kids leave something in I tell my kids, don't you fucking eat in my car. And you heard me get on to Walker the other night. Dude, think he's going to get away with eating sushi in my car. No, hell no.
Lydia says, Lynna, do you notice that people act differently depending on what music you play?
I actually subscribe to Sirius XM and I play Channel 14 and everybody pretty much likes it. But sometimes they ask me to change it over to just country, so I'll do that. But Mosaic, and you've listened to it on the trip back and forth to Georgia. It's pretty, no, because we listened to a book. Anyway, you've listened to it in my car. It's pretty calm and relaxed. I don't play like heavy metal stuff because I don't want to get people all amped up. So, yeah, I feel like it does make a difference what music you play. Because if you play honky-tonk music, and people are going to get rowdy. If you play metal music, people are going to get rowdy. So just kind of, do an even thing there.
Yeah, I remember I got picked up one time from the airport, and it was a younger girl, and I was getting my stuff in the back seat situated to put my seatbelt on, and then all of a sudden I heard, "It's time to pop the pussy, pop, 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 pussy, pussy, pop, pop, pop," and I was like, what is this? Like, I thought she was kidnapping me. Like, I honestly didn't even feel like it was the ride share. Like, I thought, okay, I'm being punked. Like, somebody is punking me. And she turned the music up. Thank God I only lived like 15 minutes away from the airport, but it was just.
Isn't that the one? Is that the time you gave somebody a 1 star? Was that her? Or was it that other guy that was talking about that?
The guy that was talking about the rape. The guy with the rape was definitely creepy. That one was creepy. But hers, I was like, when I got out the car, I was like, you might want to switch to maybe a more neutral station or whatever. And she turned her music off and drove off. She's like, fuck you. I'm gonna play what I want to play in my car. But that was the weirdest shit. I was like, is she kidnapping me? Is this real?
But you're supposed to, that's your office. You You don't play. I've heard you play some raunchy music at your house, but there's no way you would play that in your
No, not to pick
office.
somebody up. I don't even play stuff like that when I have people riding in my car.
No, and
You
another
know,
reason I got the Sirius XM is because I was sick and freaking tired of all the political ads every 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
I'm Sylvia Abbott, Greg Abbott's wife. Fuck Greg Abbott. I'm tired of hearing about Greg Abbott. I can't. You know what? My baby is now 18, so the whole house can vote now, and I'm training them. And we're going to get rid of Greg Abbott.
what fucking side of the bed did you wake up on this morning?
I'm just saying. But that's why. That was the number one reason why I switched to Sirius XM. They don't have political ads. They don't really have any ads at all. And so, because I don't want somebody getting in my car hearing a Greg Abbott ad and be like, oh, yeah, and the orange man's going to win again. He should have been. No, get out the fuck out of my car. I don't want to be hearing it,
You know what's
You
so
believe
funny?
what you want to believe. Just sit back there, shut up, and wait till we put your seatbelt on so the bell stop dinging, and we just gonna go.
Well, you know what's so funny is like being in different countries, how invested they are in our politics or in American politics, and like when you're walking, you're not paying attention. They're like, "So are you voting for Trump?" And you're sitting here like, "Ma'am, I don't even know you. Who are you?"
Dang.
Yeah. They want to know.
Oh, because you're still. Can you do that? You can do that. You can do a mail-in, right?
Yeah, I would be doing the absentee ballot. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Girl,
gonna be
don't. If you do, keep it to yourself. I don't want to know.
Lynna.
I'm just saying.
You know what? I'm gonna have to come visit you. I'll be like, Trump. No, I wouldn't do that to you. I would not do that to you.
Please don't. Oh, good God. Please don't. I wouldn't be able to take it if you mess with her like that.
No, I think I just think it's interesting how invested other countries are.
Because it affects everybody. Even if the United States politics affects everybody. It affects the world.
Does.
It really does. Oh, Nicole is like, Lynna, do you ever pick up weird energies from people or feel compelled to give a person a message when you're driving?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. And sometimes I have to sit women down, especially that are crying because they lost their kids over a man and now she's late for court. Well, number one, on the business side of it, if you late for court, you should have ordered your Uber earlier. Don't get pissy with the Uber because you're late. You're late because you didn't prepare on time. But then it's like just crying and you tell them it's going to be okay. Have you done this? Have you done that? Talk them through it and let them know what they need to do. And, kind of let them know everything's going to be all right, but they need to get their shit together.
Tonya, did you say what you were doing? Or did I miss something? Did you say what new stuff you're doing?
Shit, nah, because we started talking about underarm sweat and booty sweat and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we
don't forget the boobs and the cooch.
Everything. I mean, honestly, I have just been being Mambo. I have been busy, my God, since 2020.
Yeah.
I think my ass should have sat down. Remember where they kept saying, rest, take this time to, find yourself. Like people were going to school and stuff and all that stuff. I was still massaging during COVID. And I was going to my client's house and everything and doing the massages there. And I didn't rest. And now I realize that I should have listened and rested, because it was kind of like I came out of COVID and there were a lot of people that needed help. And then it was a lot of, okay, we need to do this. We were doing baths, we were doing cleanses. So I will say, I probably stepped more into my role as a Mambo. I think going into COVID, I was kind of like Divinity Diva, focusing on my readings and things like that. But I did do another conzo right after COVID. And I think that kind of pushed things in a very fast forward motion because then I got god kids, and my god kids almost killed me the first year. Like they literally almost killed me. So I think that I'm finally starting to find balance with that. But when you have biological kids and then you have spiritual kids and then you have multiple businesses, you're kind of like this. You're all over the place. But I'm more focused on my path than I've ever been, I think. And even with me and Lynna used to talk on the phone for like hours. Because I had the time. I think even now, with both of us, things are speeding up. Like we're already at the end of this year. Like we got 4 more months and then we're going into 2025. Like this fucking year went by like warp speed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, the
it's just
last
been,
few years has been doing that.
and that's true too. I was telling somebody the other day, like I literally just turned 56 and I'm about to be 57. Like it was just crazy. Let's see. How did they almost kill you, Miss Tonya? I'm curious. It was spiritually. Well, let me put it. It wasn't just spiritually. It was also with boundaries. I'm a very hands-on biological mother. I take care of my kids really well. I take care of my animals really well. I take care of my friends really well. If I put the energy into something, then I'm gonna do it. Um, and I think maybe I was pulled in a lot of different directions that could have been a problem at the beginning. Then I also feel that when you're dealing with adults that have already been raised, they don't want to be re-raised. And that was the issue. You're dealing with people that are coming from different environments. Some of them are in survival mode. Some of them, they want to fight. Some of them are not assertive enough. And you got all these different energies coming in, and you're trying to be everything to all of these energies, and you can't. You just cannot. And so there was a lot of blowback with that. And I had to kind of learn personalities and learn how to deal with them individually. Um, and I think part of it too was a resentment on my end because I never wanted god kids.
I remember when I told you
I
you were
never,
gonna
I,
have God. No, I'm not, Shishi. No,
because I
man.
knew it was going to be hard. I knew it was going to be hard. I raised 2 kids, and now when you're coming in and you're getting people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, they don't want to be raised. Sometimes they don't want to be corrected. Sometimes they don't want to be, redirected. And in spiritualities, when you go into traditions, whether this is a coven, there's a coven leader. If there
Yeah.
is a tradition, there is a leader. And it has nothing to do with ego. There's a mentor there that has kind of like went through this stuff. So that's why they have made it to that position, and they're there to help you and guide you. And when you're doing this with the person that you chose, it becomes very, very confusing. And I think too, the biggest problem with some of my god kids is that I was friends with them, which some of them have a hard time separating Mambo Tonya from Tonya. So we had some stuff that we had to work out. Now we better.
Yeah.
We are better. I remember I would ask you if you were a spiritual mother. I definitely have been tested with spirit the last couple of years as a spiritual mother. I am, of course, just like with a biological mother, I'm not perfect. I had to learn. I definitely had to learn a lot. I'm blessed that I have friends that keep me grounded, like Lynna and Shishi. Like I can go to them, and even if I don't go to them and ask them the question, it's like they keep me grounded. They say stuff that keeps me level. And you need that too, so that you don't start, sometimes ego can come into play. Sometimes you don't want to be accountable for things that you are accountable for. I've grown. I'm so thankful that I have, Lord. I really am. if I had to do this when I was in my 20s, there's no way I would be able to do it. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I think COVID, like having moved, gone through COVID, and having like your lives change, all of our lives change. I think in a way you had no choice but to grow up. I find that I am grateful, like truly, for you guys. And I know Tonya, I can hear her fussing at me sometimes through a message, and I'm like, I know it's with love. And I'm like, it's love.
It is with love. I am that friend. I always tell people, you got to be careful with me, because if you ask me to, and Lynna knows this too. I know y'all be getting irritated with me sometimes, and I be trying to say it in a way that is, what is the TikTok thing that they're doing now? Demure. Keep it demure. Keep it cute. Keep it classy. But sometimes you got to hit a motherfucker right between the eyes. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
That is, you know what? I have to say, for the most part, for me, that has always been you and Angela. Like, y'all have been like, okay, well, it's been 3 minutes of love. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to take this and suck it up, and keep going.
We rub first, and then we come in with the hard work, and then we kiss the boo-boo afterwards. Like, mwah,
Yeah, you guys are Sour Patch Kids for me.
it
Like,
is. Like Chrissy said, it's a Libra thing. It's a Libra thing. I think
it is.
definitely we talk a lot, but I think we try to come out with as much honesty as we can.
But you know too, it could be my fault why you have to repeat yourself so much. She'd be like, Lynna, I told you, you need to get control of your money. And I'd be like, but Tonya, you want to go to Austin next weekend?
It's always a but. Anytime I try to give Lynna any type of advice, it's always, and she takes a deep breath, and sometimes she'll take the vape and I'll hear it. But I want to go do this. And I'm like, did you just hear 20 minutes of what I just said?
I'm ready for another road trip. But y'all, for real though, Tonya has grown so much. So much.
Yeah.
Thank God, y'all.
She is not the same person she was before the pandemic. We didn't even know about the pandemic. We were in Portland. We left the day they announced that the world was shutting down. And we were not listening to the radio. Weren't we listening to the Creole CD? So you were learning Creole.
We stopped somewhere and everybody was buying toilet paper and we didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, we get back and it's like, why the fuck is everybody buying all the toilet paper? We had no idea that this was even going on. But Tonya has grown so much. She is not the same person. She
is not. And I think, and I've enjoyed
it. But at the same time, there are things that
I'm damn near almost 60.
Yeah, but some people never grow up. But
oh, that's true too.
There are some things that she still needs to work on. Let me tell you.
Absolutely.
This girl can't stop working. She does not know how
she will not
stop
stop working.
To work. I took her on a cruise in February. And she's on the Facebook helping people the whole damn time. I'm like, Tonya. She said, I said, we are here to do absolutely nothing. We can stay in this room, and when we get hungry, we can go eat and do nothing else. She still, oh, well, so-and-so's got a problem. I got to help them out. And then it's just ding, 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 ding. Girl, I had to write a whole fucking book because I couldn't stand to listen to all the dings.
Not you blaming the dings. Let's see what Nicole said.
But you don't know how to stop working.
That's true.
You need to relax.
You don't know how. True. I think for me, what I've enjoyed about watching you change and grow is your lack of patience go down.
Oh, absolutely. I don't have it. I don't have it anymore.
I think that's an age thing. I think people get to a certain age where they are tired of being walked over, and not only do they learn to say no, but they learn how to make you hear them say no.
That's true. That's true.
I think I've always
Thank
known
you, Nicole.
She's always been so patient, and she's always helped people who have try to destroy her behind, closed doors and things like that. And I'm like, why are you still helping that person trying to destroy you behind closed doors? And so now, like, to see you say, okay, you know what, forget y'all. I'm not going to continue to help
Yeah,
you
I'm
while you try
done.
to destroy me.
I'm
I
done.
think that I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I think and I think that's probably surprising people, but I think a part of that too is spiritual growth.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily. I think my spirits are kind of like, okay, we're done. So when you
Yeah.
have spirits that walk with you and they're telling you they don't want to do anything else with this person. And I think too, we're coming into a really strange area of, do you need spiritual help or do you need mental
Mhm.
help? And if you understand that you're not equipped to, you can only take a person so far. Like the spiritual baths will only do so much. To the point where when we have to start discussing exorcism, there's a lot more. There's layers on top of stuff that need to be dealt with. And I think that some people don't want to get better. And that's cool. I think I've realized that some people want to stay where they're at, and it's completely fine to leave them there.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a struggle for me.
And
Like,
another thing is when these people, and this is a lesson for everybody, when these people are stuck and they're blaming you for them being stuck,
yeah.
don't take it personal. That's on them. That's not on you. Water
Yeah.
off a duck's back. Let that shit go. If you have to cut that person loose, cut them loose.
Well, even Nicole said it. I think that's what happened with me this year, is that I have cut some people loose. And I feel okay with it. There's no second thoughts. There's nothing with it. I think when you are moving on a particular spiritual journey, it is an individual thing. It is a personal thing. And not everybody is supposed to walk that path with you. And you're going to have people that drop off. They are going to drop off, and you're supposed to let that happen. You really are.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
forcing
you
any
guys are stuck with me forever. I'm just telling you, you're stuck with me.
Yeah, and we're gonna always tell you the truth too.
I
100%
know.
gonna
I
be
know.
there. But what is okay? Nicole said people enjoy being a victim. They're unable to take the responsibility. No,
Yeah.
I think we've all been there at some point in our life where you want to have people, and I'm not even gonna say feel sorry for you, but it could be that you just want the attention in that moment. Because you're hurting or something isn't going the way that you want. We do have some people
I
that
think when I do that, because I've done that, because I had a pretty bad couple of months
yeah.
this summer, and it's not that I wanted the attention. I just wanted somebody to hear what I had to say. So I would
Yeah.
say it would be more like I wanted the support, because once I said what I had to say, I may not be okay, but I just kind of want to be left alone at that point. I got it
You
out.
vent it, you let it out.
You know
Yeah.
what's going on with me. If you don't hear from me for a week, that's cool. And Tanya's right. When we first met, we were talking for hours every day. Now we might talk once, maybe twice a week. If it's lucky, we might go 2 weeks sometimes without ever
Mhm.
talking on the phone. We'll message each other sometimes, but it's not.
Yeah.
But we have the type of I'm secure enough in my relationship with Tanya to know that she's not out fucking around on me. So I don't need to be on top of her every day.
I
Never.
say, like, I used to talk to you at least twice, 2-3 times a week when I was in the States. But we still text, and I still text her. I think for me, when I reach out, it's kind of like also talking to myself. I'm like, okay, Shishi, are you thinking straight? You might not be thinking straight. You might not be thinking, with your mind. You're thinking with a million other things. And I know, yesterday you said you were definitely a different kind of Aquarius because you don't cut people off fast enough. But I mean,
It's true.
I
It's
think there
true.
is a difference from wanting to, let it out, because I know that, there, you can let it out with other people, but unless you let it out with your tribe, sometimes it just sits there in your chest, and it just builds up. So sometimes you just have to let it out with the person or the people that you trust the most. And I do think there's a difference in doing that and then purposely choosing not to heal and trying not to adjust things ever, at least in some part of, you know, your life or the situation. And I feel like many a times, yeah, people do want to play victim. And I think that people would prefer to stay where they are because trying to do something different is really scary for them. And it's not the per se the possibility of it failing, it's the possibility of it succeeding, them getting happy or seeing happiness and then it being taken away. So
Yeah.
they rather sit with that disappointment than possibly have the happiness removed away.
A lot of people are like that with relationships. Be in a relationship anymore again. They'd rather not love at all than get hurt again, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or it makes sense
Yeah.
to them at the moment.
Well, I think we have to acknowledge that we're fragile. There are parts of us that are fragile. We went through a lot of death not too long ago. COVID was taking people. I lost like 7 friends. And so it's hard to have those people that you're vulnerable with and keep those relationships. And then too, you don't want to abuse those relationships. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put too much on too many people. But I think we're all kind of came out of COVID a little bit more fragile in places in our lives. And there's nothing wrong with needing, you know, that support for sure.
Nicole, you're right. That's, I mean, having trusted friends when you're on your path is so important. Having the support is so important, especially, I would say, especially when you're on the spiritual path or, you know,
Yeah.
because it can be it can be difficult. It can be tough, you know, and even if you're on just the religious path, just support in itself is priceless. True support, authentic support is priceless.
Yeah, quality over quantity, definitely.
For sure. And I think that is, I mean, when I was younger, of course, in my 20s, I'm like, oh my God, whatever, you want to have tons of friends. And now I'm like, okay, I'm good with my few friends that I talk to and that, you know, check in with me because I mean, it just feels closer. It feels better to have the right people supporting you and you being there to support the people that you love most as well.
Yeah, Day Day, we see all the questions. They're all coming in from all 5 places in over here. And we've got some in the queue too, but we were going to do those questions at the end.
Yeah, I have to go get my cards because I can't see I can't see my sister's cards here. I don't know where she put them.
But you know, tribes are important. Having your people with you, even like I said, with God kids and things like that, that's a part of my tribe. I have my friend tribe, I have my God kid tribe, you know, I have my God siblings. And not all of them operate on the same level.
Yeah.
So, you know, you learn to adjust and then you learn to grow within those compartments in your life. And I don't know. I don't think I've ever had to compartmentalize like I'm doing now. I've never had this much responsibility, even though I had 2 kids. I'm definitely saying that I have a lot more responsibility that's going on. So not only do I feel responsible for my spiritual growth, but I also feel responsible for other people's spiritual growth because you become an elder and you become a mentor. And she has clients. Lynna has clients. So when you're helping people, it puts a little bit more responsibility on you. You know, and I think a lot of times you just want to make sure that you're right. That you're going.
Sorry, because on the screen on this live to the side is only showing Shishi comments. What do you mean Shishi comments?
It depends on where you're watching. If you're watching it from Shishi's page, then you're only seeing. We're seeing from all 3 of our pages, plus YouTube and the Conjure Crew group, all in one place over here because we're on Restream. So you're only seeing people comment on whatever page you're on, but we see all of them. Are you,
Oh, but
Dede,
maybe.
are you watching from Shishi's page?
Hey Shay, maybe she's saying we're not seeing all the comments.
I only I only see Facebook comments.
Yeah, nobody's commented from YouTube, but my channel on YouTube, I've only got 31 subscribers. So y'all go subscribe to my YouTube. But so there probably won't be any from YouTube, but that's cool too. It's got all the 3 Facebook pages, and the group is also on Facebook. So yeah, we see them all. But you reminded me, because you were talking about family and God kids, and that's like family too. I saw a post
Yeah.
the other day
Absolutely.
that says, I don't want to go back and look it up. I probably can't find it. But it basically was saying back in the day, people would say that blood is thicker than water. And I take this for our tribe, because that is our family. It is the hipsy questions we're going to get to at the end. A tribe and God kids and houses and stuff, that's blood family. So they say blood is thicker than water, and you're supposed to love your family. No, the hell you're not. You're not supposed to love someone and give someone energy that doesn't love you back. And it's okay to cut people off, blood or not.
Absolutely. I
So
think
I'm sorry, Dede, I'm on my phone. So if I move this screen, I think it'll disconnect me again. So if you send it to Tonya, I think she's on her computer, or Lynna, they're on their computer, so they might be able to see multiple screens. Can you guys see multiple screens?
What do you mean? No, we
Because
see it.
she said it only shows my comments. So I'm trying to
That's
see what she sees.
If she's viewing from your page, she's only going to see the comments on your page. We
All right,
see
I'm not trying to
everybody's comments.
Okay, I'm not trying to
on
hang up.
Restream. Okay.
I do hang up, I'll be back.
So if you're looking at it from my page, you're only going to see comments on my page. If you're looking at it from Tanya's page, you're only going to see comments on Tanya's page, because y'all don't have access to all 5 platforms like we do. We have access to all 5, and we see them in one place. So we're seeing them.
You know what? I think when it comes to self perseverance, then you have to walk away from people in your life that are toxic. Then you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You know, some of the closest people that I would say are in my life are not necessarily my blood family.
Yeah. And that's what I tell my kids too, because there's some people in my family that don't necessarily treat us like family until they need something. And it's okay for my kids not to have anything to do with them, because if they don't love you, then why are you wasting energy on them? If they only going to use you, what's the point? And I know that might sound a little harsh to be teaching your kids, oh, you don't have to love your aunt so-and-so, because they don't ever want anything to do with you until they want something from you.
No, I
But
don't think
it's not
that's
being
hard.
harsh. It's protecting them, because in the long run, I don't want my kids to be used.
Well, I think that's a reality of things. You know, we grew up in a time where, you know, if your uncles and aunts came over and you didn't feel comfortable with them because your intuition was telling you that you shouldn't be dealing with them, you know, you still had to hug them. You still had to be around them in the family, because that's what was taught. But I think it's probably better to teach children nowadays to trust their intuition, trust what they feel.
And we have to protect them. If there's Uncle Chester the molester, fuck no, you can't hug my daughter. No.
Yeah.
I don't have Uncle Chester, I'm just saying. But there are people like that in families. There are not so nice, and you don't want them people around your kids.
Well, I think too, as you start to grow, whether it's religious or spiritually, you become a little bit more, excuse me, intuitive and protective of your energy, and that kind of extends out to the people that you love. It's like, I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to be used. I don't want you to be abused. Let's see.
Yeah.
I teach my baby he can love from a distance. Yes. If that is, if he wants to love, if he wants to love
Yeah.
that person.
Yeah, he don't have to. And you know, that's my daughter is very kind-hearted. She wants to help people. She's a helper.
She is. She really
And
is.
I had to get on to her and say, Taylor, you do not have to help everybody. Why are you being late for something that you want? If you want to go to the movie and you can't go to the movie because you're going to take a friend to give them a ride to the store or whatever, and so you got to miss your movie, why are you missing your movie? You already made plans. They can go to the store another time. They can call Lyft. I'll go get them. They can pay me to take them. I don't care.
She has a kind heart, but sometimes people get caught up in the people pleasing energy. You know,
But you
to be
can't.
a good
I've had
friend, I
to get
need to
on
do
to her
this.
about that, though. It's like you can't just constantly do for others. You have to do for yourself. Is Shishi coming back? I think she should be.
Yeah, she didn't say that she was clicking off for good.
No, I thought she was going to get her cards. I don't know if she went and got her cards or not. When she gets back, we got, let me check. Yeah, we got about 5 questions in the queue, and we'll get those done. Because we already been on here an hour and a half, and we talked about a whole lot of nothing so far.
We really did. We talked about an hour almost about odors.
Yes, but man, look. Like, oh, no.
But at least now we know that Lumi is in Walmart and Target, and I don't have to order it online. I can go pick it up today. The stuff that we learn.
That's good to know. I'm going to get me some too. I'm out of my deodorant. I just ran out, so I needed to go get some more anyway.
Get some.
But listen, I bathe. I'm just saying. It's not like I need deodorant.
Wait a minute, did you get Black Girl Wild? I think you kind of got a little Black Girl Wild with I bathe. Like you was about to beat somebody butt.
Look, I'm telling you, I am not white. I am melon deficient.
Well, you are melon deficient. I will agree with you on that one. Let's see. Nicole said people pleasing can be helpful to us as well. Serve as an inner need. Yeah, it could be like a pacifier. So I did a question, followed the directions. Okay, so Nicole put something in the queue. But yeah, a lot of people will use people pleasing as, comfort. Because that could be your love language. Some people want to do that. They want to be of service to people.
And that's great, but there has to be limitations.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've learned boundaries. And I'm still learning them.
Oreos are wonderful, but you can't just eat Oreos.
True.
Tanya.
I haven't had an Oreo, and I can't even tell you when. Okay, so Shishi is in private chat, but it just says here.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Okay.
Because I was back and then I couldn't hear anything, and so then I left and came back and still couldn't hear anything.
Okay, good. So Chrissy said, I'm literally unpacking that in therapy.
Yeah, boundaries on everything, on ice cream, on Oreos, on helping other people, on not doing for yourself. Love yourself first.
Yeah. Or even using people pleasing as a pacifier.
Mm-hmm.
But then keep in mind too, like the way people maneuver things, just dropping it because I have to study it, is according to their attachment style in their childhood.
True.
Yeah, but we were talking about my daughter, how she would plan to go to the movies, but then somebody would need a ride. And so then she'd give up going to the movies to help somebody else. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but you can't do it all the time.
Yeah.
But it is. There's a great feeling I get when they are thankful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nicole, you're awesome though. You love what you do, and so it shows.
I like helping. It makes me feel good to help people too, but I have had to learn to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Like I take a lady off app back and forth to work, and she just pays me cash. And she's like, okay, can you take me on the? I said, not on Friday. I go to Shabbat on Friday. So she had to work her schedule around because I want to go to Shabbat on Friday. I'm not
What's
going
important
to
to you?
I'm not going to miss going to Shabbat to go give somebody a ride to work.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can take you, but I can't pick you up if you go on Friday.
I think people need to understand that putting yourself first is not a negative thing. Making yourself a priority is not a negative thing.
It's not being selfish. It's not.
No.
It's taking care of yourself, your spirit, your soul. Because maybe Taylor just needed to go chill out and go to the movies instead of running around people everywhere.
Yeah.
I need to go to Shabbat. That's my religion. That's what I do. I need to be there for me so I can grow.
No, that makes
And Miss Tracy smells good, by the way, y'all. She smells good. So I don't have a problem with Miss Tracy, but I'm just not going to do it on Friday.
I was like, what? And I realized, like, you tied it back in.
Because I'm giving her a ride. I met her doing Lyft. And so she asked me if I could do this on the side because she had a hard time getting rides from Galveston up to Clear Lake at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. 5 in the morning is a rough time period. Nobody's awake.
Good Lord.
Oh, yeah, definitely, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Always, you got to wrap it up, right? You got to circle back, wrap it up. Okay, so we have, I think there were 5 questions in the queue. The first one is from Samaria. She asked, will Shakir come home from jail before the new year? So each one of us is going to pull one card to answer her question. So will Shakir come home before the new year? You got yours, Tonya? I think she's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I gotta know. I feel like that there's a loss of money or something that's coming into this, which makes me think that there's some more legal stuff that may have to happen to get him out. But I got that it's not going to be before the new year.
I also got no, and they're saying don't do anything shady that you think will be of assistance to try to get him out early or to try to maybe maneuver something because it won't work. The new journeys will not begin this year. It'll probably be sometime maybe next year, but it won't be this year.
Yeah, that could be where the loss of money is coming in too for her if she tries.
Yeah, don't do anything. Keep it on the straight and narrow.
I actually got a yes, but I don't think it's for that question. I think it's for what she's feeling, because I got the 6 of Cups, feeling nostalgic feelings, wanting things to go back the way they used to. And so I feel like mine was picking up more on what the querent asked, her feelings about Samaria's feelings. So because it goes back to wanting things to go back the way they were.
The memories of it, yeah. But it definitely, I feel like it's going to be challenging, and you're going to lose money if you try to pour into this. Like Shishi said, it just may not follow through.
Yeah.
Nicole, I'm just using regular playing cards.
I don't know what I'm using. Some deck somebody made on Etsy.
I'm using the Witch's Tarot.
Okay, and let's see. Is Samaria still in here? I hope she was able. If not, then we can refer her back to watch the video later. Next, we have Tawana, and she's asked, will the lady... Pippa, be quiet. Tawana asked, will the lady who insulted me and called the cops get her karma? Will the lady who insulted me and called the cops get her karma?
And this is Tawana.
Yes.
So I think I see what Day Day's talking about. I only see comments from like Nicole now. Are you guys seeing like only the Facebook comments from Nicole?
Yeah, she's the only one been talking lately, but I mean, there were others.
Cool. All right, cool.
Maybe they're
making
just
sure
being Chrissy and Shay commented as well. Okay. Will the lady who called the cops get her karma? Let me repeat that question again for myself. Will the lady who insulted me and called the cops get her karma? Okay. Hi, Kaylin. Will the lady who insulted me and called the cops get her karma? Whenever y'all are ready, just jump in.
So I guess it depends on what you consider karma, because I already have that this person is going through a lot, so they're already trying to make people miserable. There's about to be things that are coming out as to why this person does the things that she does to people. So I don't get that perhaps maybe new karma is coming. I already feel like she's in the midst of karma.
Yeah, I'm getting the same thing. I got 4 of Cups. So she's already, even if they're trying to serve karma on her, she's not seeing it because she's already going through enough shit. She's already down in the dumps.
No need to apologize, Nicole. We love chatting with you.
Don't
apologize. We've been talking.
At least we know it's still active.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
you're
I was
fine.
just curious, making sure I wasn't freezing up.
No, I got the same thing. I got this woman is mentally unstable, so she's already like they said, she's already miserable. So we got somebody who's mentally unstable. Looks like she's trapped in her mind, but how it comes out for her is in a very aggressive, abusive way. But it is showing that it's going to get worse. So I would say, I don't know if this is somebody who lives around you, but when we talk about mental instability, we're talking about somebody that really is not there. So it's not like she's somebody that you want to aggravate because there's some aggression. I think there's something going on with an imbalance with her chemicals or something like that. So you're dealing with somebody that's already fucked. Like they're not in a good space. There's nothing else that can be done that's going to make her life more miserable other than maybe her, being arrested or something like that. And eventually her mouth or her aggression is going to put her in a negative space.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting too that, if she does keep it up, she will get it. I don't want to say worse, but more extreme because somebody's going to film her and she's going to get blasted.
Yeah.
We're only answering questions that were already in the queue. Don't put any more questions in the queue. We're wrapping it up. So maybe next week or next time we come on, if we come back on, are we back? We don't know if we're back. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But we're only doing the questions from the queue. There's a little ticker going across the bottom of the screen here. Can y'all see that? Mm-hmm. Welcome to Conjure Crew. Please read the description to get your questions in the queue to be answered.
Interesting.
Yeah, so elementary, my dear. Okay, so we got that one for Tawana. Now let's go to Kaylin. Kaylin says, thank you, ladies. I have an opportunity that Spirit miraculously brought to me a few days before my birthday on Friday. Happy late birthday. I will be a teacher in another country. How will I be able to raise money for a plane ticket to Guatemala in 13 days? Okay. So how is Kaylin going to be able to get this money together in 13 days?
Kaylin would travel. Kaylin would travel.
Kaylin.
I'm kind of feeling like there may be a man that's going to help. With some
Same
type.
thing.
You got a man too. I feel like that there's a man that's going to come in, and help. Now there may be some game playing with this person, so this could be somebody that you've already dated before. You might have to let him rub on your booty a little bit to get this money. Sometimes you got to use what you got to get what you want, So it's almost like if you want this plane ticket, you might need to push them boobies out and talk to him in your baby voice, and all you need is the plane ticket. Get on the plane. So I would say flirt your ass off with whoever this person is. You got to come out of there's this thing of control issues with you in this situation, which is basically, I don't want to do that to do this. I don't want to do that. And girl, I ain't saying pop no coochie. That's completely up to you, but I'm saying you might want to let them rub on the little butt cheek or something and get that goddamn plane ticket.
What do you got, Shishi?
I have also that the help will be coming from a man, or a person with masculine energy, but I get more so a man. I get that this person is older. I get that this person is attracted to you as well. For you, you may not feel the same. Now, the interesting part is you could just drop a hint to this individual and they'll say, oh, well, I have the money available. And she is correct. You might have to, bring out like the bahoobies a little bit, shake that shimmy, Miss Seeley. So, get that confidence up. This is a stepping stone. Plus, there's nothing wrong with having a glucose guardian. Put them in a spank bank. Go for it.
I'm also getting a man, possibly even a Sagittarius man. It is showing that you're kind of standoffish and guarded about it. Almost sometimes you feel like it's impossible, but they're telling you don't give up, be persistent, stand your ground, keep pushing forward, because this is if you really want this, you can get it done.
So go get that, go wrestle with that old man.
do what you got to do to get what you want, because then you'll be gone and you don't have to, That sounds so bad, Lynna. You ain't got to be in a relationship with a man, because all you need is to get gone.
When you come back, that might be different. Hopefully, he's like real, real old, but as of right now, it's a stepping stone.
Anna Nicole. Okay, so let me see. Who do we have next? We have Michelle. Michelle says, is there any advice from my ancestors about my purpose? And is there anything I need to be warned or aware about along my journey? Do you need me to repeat that because I messed up? Is there any advice from my ancestors about my purpose? And is there anything I need to be warned or aware about along my journey? And that is for Michelle. Michelle.
All right, Michelle. who's ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the first thing that I get is Spirit is saying trust the progress or the process. You have some things that are opening up that seem to be spirit guided or divinely guided. So I would say don't focus so much on what your purpose is, because I feel like you're already living your purpose. They're just navigating you. But the issue that I got on top of that is self-sabotage, which could be that you're overthinking things or you are your problem. Um so it could be that I am trying to move forward, but I keep having this issue, and Spirit is saying you are the issue. So you might need to look at yourself, your thought process, how you're trying to move forward, because it's showing that you're already on your path. The journey card is basically saying that you have some challenges that you're getting through, but Spirit is like surrender. Stop overthinking it so much. Stop trying to fight it. Stop trying to force it. It's already happening. Sometimes we just got to fall back and let it be. I know that sounds kind of Confucius like, woozy woozy, but that's kind of like just what I'm getting, like literally surrender.
Yeah,
And let it start
I'm on
happening.
the same level as you. Is I'm getting that she's coming into her own creation. If that's she's discovering, you're discovering who you are, who you're meant to be as a person inside yourself, not necessarily like Tonya was saying, not necessarily your purpose. You're already working on your purpose. This is about you growing into who you're meant to be as a person, is what I'm getting.
So I get that you have things that come up, and the first thing that was said to me is you play too much. And I think, from my understanding of what they're saying and looking at this message, is that you self-sabotage in the sense that when it's time to move forward and actually put your foot to the ground, you get sidetracked by other things. Not only that, you let doubt come in. And so a lot of the times your heart and your mind are not in alignment when opportunities do come to you. Now, when they say that you get sidetracked, it could be with friends, it could be with dating, it could be with things that have to do with other people. I don't get that. Maybe it's with I get that it's more people based where you get sidetracked. It seems like your concern is leaving people behind, getting too serious, not being able to maybe hang out with your friends or date or, do those sorts of things, as far as social interaction. And that's where your hurdle comes in. But the self-sabotaging aspect is, okay, do I go hang out with my friends or do I focus on, my path and my journey? And a lot of times it's going to hang out with your friends or doing something else, which will then, pretty much cause you to procrastinate on the other thing that you need to do to get further along on your path. So that's what I have.
Yeah, I feel like it all blends in together. It, self-sabotage and this, that, and the other. But in the end, she will grow
Yeah,
during
no,
this process. She will mature and grow out of those things of being immature and self-sabotaging. She will grow into who she's supposed to be, her mature self, a beautiful woman, an abundant person, a nurturing person. If that makes sense.
yeah.
And then we have Nicole. Nicole has been so patiently waiting. Okay. Nicole says, I am at the lowest point I've been in a long time. I'm looking for spirit to give me some light to go forward, advice regarding my health, my daughter, my career, finances. I will not lay down without a fight, and I am looking for some tools to succeed. And then her birthday is October 7th. So I'm at the lowest point I've been in a long time. I'm looking for spirit to give me some light to go forward, advice. She's not going to give up. What does she need? Oh, basically, what does she need to do to keep moving forward? Is that right? Is that right, Nicole? need to do to keep moving forward?
Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting is you're in the midst of a spiritual battle, and it's negative energy that's coming from a female around you or something that has to do with a female. So the energy needs to be cleaned up. That's why you feel so low. That's why you feel like there's no progress, and that's why you have all this energy that seems to be chaotic around you. You're getting some type of negative energy from a female. I am getting something coming in with finances, with the sale of a home or a move of a home. So there is something that is opening up with possibly a property or something that has to do with property. But Spirit is saying there's money coming in and your hard work is going to pay off and you're actually going to have success after difficulties, but you need to clean this energy. This energy is a major issue for you right now, and it really is spiritual. Spiritual battle is all over your stuff. What are y'all getting?
So I do have that she's getting into disputes with others around her, and it is a female energy, but I don't feel like it's just one person from what I'm saying. From what I'm seeing, it could be that maybe there's gossip, or maybe like this person is trying to recruit other people to view her the same way that they view her. They're saying to have strength and to really look at the support around you. If you need to take a break from certain things, you can take a break. It is okay to remove yourself out of a situation, to readjust, to realign, and then come back into it. Definitely not quitting, but sometimes you just need that moment of rest. It seems as though what they're saying is you keep trying to push through, and trying to push through without resting. And you feeling unwell is also a sign of that, because you've worn your body down through continuously pushing on instead of giving it time to rest. They're saying to handle the situation, you'll need to think outside the box. Right now, you're perhaps, playing friendly. You could do a reversal candle if you want to send the energy back, but still put protections up around yourself. Take the moment to really pour into yourself by even doing a ritual for your betterment, for opening your roads for financial success. There is money coming in, and they're saying be wise with it coming in. If you want to like put part of it in savings, part of it towards, a bill, but the other part, do something for yourself, which is something that you fail to do quite a bit. You've just put yourself on the back burner, and now you need to just kind of spoil yourself or give yourself some kind of pampering to let yourself know that you're appreciated and valued as well.
Yeah. Mine's along the same lines. I got the star, and I think this goes back to what both of them are saying about there's a female energy that's the instigator here that's causing bad juju. And I really feel like with the star, you need to take a spiritual bath. Now, the star is good health, it's healing, it's hope, it's faith, inspiration, all that good stuff. But the star is also about networking. So you may want to consider not necessarily leaving everyone you know now and finding a new tribe, but kind of like that. Earlier in our conversation today, we were talking about having to cut people off. Sometimes you do have to cut people off if they're not good for you. If they no longer, I hate to use the word serve your purpose, then let them go and find yourself a new tribe. The stars are there. The stars, to me, I say networking because it's like the internet superhighway is in the stars. It's in the atmosphere. It's out there, and all these connections that make the constellations, because the stars are connected. That's where I get networking from. My brain works weird. But so connect, make new friends, make more positive friends, but do take a spiritual bath and don't give up hope. And keep your faith. Keep your faith. If you have a particular religion or something that you're studying, stick to that. Don't let anything deviate you from your path. Okay, that's all.
It's a good message.
And then I think, yep, that was all that we had in the queue.
All right.
So now back to us. What did y'all think about how we ran things today? The conversation, how we did the order, the setup. Y'all, we need to discuss this because are we coming back? We're not coming back. Did y'all think I should do something different on the setup? Or
I think we're rusty, but I think honestly, I enjoy Conjure Crew. I enjoy talking and conversing and, sharing knowledge and, having other people connect with us because as you see, people have questions, but they also enjoy communicating and connecting with us as well. And I think that's important. I think that's what we need in this current point in time with people feeling so disconnected and alone. I think that we should come back. We always go down the wrong path, I think. Not to make fun of it, I think we all have ADHD because I swear we go everywhere except for
yeah.
We go everywhere. Absolutely.
But hey, at least I wrap it up. I circle back around.
You
at least
did.
I finished
You
where
did.
I start.
even with the picking the lady up except on Friday and she does not smell bad.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. The
That's right.
setup and everything was good. My schedule is probably going to be the problem. But the days that I can be here, however you set it up, then I will try to be here. If not, then I'll support you two. When I can share and everything like that. I cannot say that I'll be here every Sunday because I got the God kids and I also have a private client and massage client. But I mean, maybe we can push out 2 Sundays a month.
Yeah, I was like, we don't have to do every Sunday because I don't even have every Sunday available because soon my coaching program launches on the 14th. So I know I won't have
Oh yeah,
every
tell us about that. Tell everybody about that.
So I am
Do
launching.
you have classes coming up? What you
So I'm
missed
launching.
all that in your introduction of
No,
what
she
you had
said
going
it.
on.
I thought she said it.
Yeah, I said
She
it.
said she was doing life coaching, but you never said you had classes coming up?
So on the 14th, I'm launching Emerge Emergence. And it's a coaching program. It's 12 weeks. And what we do is we start with your inner child healing and things at the root. Go to your shadow work, go to your blockages, and assist in removing them or helping you cope with them, and then towards your manifestation. So it's 12 group coaching classes, and then it's 12 individual coaching classes, which honestly, it's a great thing because all the programs that I've run into, you're not going to get that
The
kind of setup.
individual.
The
So
individual.
you do 12 weeks of a group, and then you also do an individual session with each group
person.
member per week.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Correct. So it's like 24 coaching sessions in total. And so it allows me to teach broadly
Pretty good.
and help people broadly. And then we look at what your goals are and your concerns are. And we put together an individual plan for you to move forward as well. And I'm going to most likely include, we'll probably do, actually not probably, I know that we're going to do meditation for people that have a lot of anxiety, teaching them how to bring themselves back down and ground themselves. And, helping people even in like their relationships, but a lot of it is going to be learning how to love yourself and changing your self concept in relation to how you see the world and how you see things in the world as well, bringing money to you, whatever your blockages are so that we can, to help you remove them and to help you just move towards the person that you want to be and create the life that you desire to create so that you don't feel stuck. So I put it as emergence so then you can emerge into the person that you want to be. You don't have to stay as you are now. That's not how we're supposed to live.
I know classes in the past. Is that part of it? Are you bringing the manifestation into it so that after you get through all the blockages and you can start guiding people to manifest what they should be and what they want to be?
Yes, embodying the person that has it and that is already, existing that life, kind of like quantum jumping to who you're wanting to be.
Okay.
And bringing that into your reality currently. Yes.
Okay.
It sounds good.
And is there
sounds like you're bringing the magic into it.
I'm
Do you
excited
have
about it.
something on your Facebook page where people can sign up for this class, or do they contact
They
you
just
directly, or?
they need to contact me directly. I'm actually probably closing sign up at the beginning of September. So I know I had a lot of people inbox me. I do offer payment plans. Actually, it's a great price. It's a really great price. It's $850 for the whole 12 weeks.
That's
And
not
if you think
bad.
about it, yeah, if you think about it, if you were to get 24 coaching sessions, you're looking at $2,400 just individually on their own. Or even a 12-week program that does not have individual coaching sessions, they usually tend to be about $2,000 to $5,000.
Ooh, Lord.
So I'm offering it for $850 currently, because this is me bringing the program in and allowing as many people as possible to participate.
That's a great price.
Yeah, it is.
$2,000. Good Lord. I'd be sitting outside in the grass trying to figure life out. Shit,
Well,
man.
no, one of the coaching programs, I mean, she's a great coach. There's one coaching program that I've been looking into, and she's almost $5,000 for 12 weeks.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Come.
And
Ooh.
but she gets filled. She gets filled.
I
And
mean,
then
if you need it, I get it. I definitely get it. Shit. But yeah, no, you have a great price when you look at the other prices for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
and my mentor, her individual, like when I have to sit with her and do one-on-one, it's like she raised her price to $350 an hour. So yeah, she's good
Yeah.
too. So
Well, no, I think for what you're giving, it's an excellent price because you're getting a lot. And I think, people that need it, they'll be there. I always have learned with classes, people that need to be in the class will be in the class.
yeah,
Because I never even stress
Yeah.
about it. I'm like, if you're supposed to come, you'll be there or you'll figure it out. And that's with anything because people sacrifice for what they really want.
yeah, I've learned
Absolutely.
that too. But I think in this case, I'm excited about it because it's more self-focused. A lot of manifestation classes look at the outside, like, oh, this is how you're going to bring this to you, and you have to constantly do this, this, and this, and this, all these techniques. And like even getting your inner child healing, they say, oh, you have to heal your inner child, but they don't ever tell you how to connect to your inner
Oh,
child in order for you to heal your
Right.
inner child. And that's I've like I told like I told you, Tanya, I took years. We've been studying. I've been studying.
yeah.
Are you going to have like a little workbook, like for the
Yes.
shadow
I'm,
work, and like maybe a journal or
I have a
something?
booklet for
Or
the whole
I'm
course.
just
So
okay.
yeah, it's a booklet for the whole course. So I'm
Good,
excited.
good.
I'm ready for it.
You should be. You should be. It's going to be good. And I
It
think you
is
got
gonna
some good people that are going to be involved in it. And that's going to make it even better.
so far, yeah, the people that are, coming in are really good people, and they're all, different walks of life. And I think the really nice thing is, putting together this container where it's no judgment. It's open and it's there for support, because we all know that when you're going to do something, you're trying to heal and you're trying to grow, the biggest thing is support with no judgment.
Mhm. With
So
Yeah.
no judgment.
That's what I was going to say too, is with you having the group and the individual, is each person is working on themselves, but they also have that group who is going through the same thing, even though it might not be exactly the same thing, so they can support each other
exactly.
along their journey.
Oh,
Exactly. But I'll be posting more about it this
Hey,
week and next week. Like I said, I'll probably close signups up at the beginning of September, so then I can finalize everything. And I also, like I said, I have payment plans. So a lot of the people, they're doing $85 a paycheck, which is about $170 a month. And
okay.
so yeah, it works out fine for them.
That's good. That's good. Hey, Poops, how you doing?
yeah. I charged it. He gave you a wave.
Oh, okay. All right. So, every other week. So not next week, but the week after that, we'll try again. I am gonna do just like a crochet and
Ooh.
chill. So I'll crochet on the opposite weeks of doing Conjure
Okay.
Crew. It won't be Conjure Crew. It'll just be me. I'm just going to tell what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sit here and crochet, and if you have questions, I'll answer. I'll do readings in between crochet.
Oh, I love that.
And if I don't get any questions, y'all can just watch.
That
me
is
crochet.
relaxing.
So
It is.
I love doing it, and there's no telling what I'll pop off and say or what you might hear in the background. So it'll be a good time.
She's gonna tell you what people. She's like, "What's that smell?"
My kids. I am so surprised that my kids have not walked in during this time. I think they're gone. I kept getting beeps from Life 360. But yeah, if y'all want to come and hang out and crochet with me, Nika, you can do that too.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. Definitely soothing.
And Tonya, you're just going to keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
She's like, I can't do anymore.
Yeah. What do you have coming up? I know there's a fete.
I'm trying to throw together Fete Gede. And so I'm looking at buildings. I got a couple of god kids that want to come visit. I do have, like, my god kids, we have classes on Sunday, and I have a private lady that is learning about voodoo, and we have classes on Sunday also. And then, of course, free Fridays on Friday nights. So I've been busy. Typically Saturday I'm working at the spa doing massages, and Sunday I work too doing massages, and then I kind of put everything in. So yeah, I'm probably gonna try to rest. That's what I'm gonna try to do in between. I'm gonna rest.
Don't forget, you remember when we went down and we stayed at the Galvez, and then we went down and watched the sunrise? It's a ways from your house, 90 miles, but that space out there is pretty private too, if you want to do ceremony.
Well, we're trying, because the transportation is always the problem, getting everybody to the site, because if they're flying in, they don't have, they would have to rent a vehicle, and you're talking about paying for a hotel for your flight and transportation to get.
Well, they can bring some tents and
hell no, I ain't doing that shit.
Connect
well,
with nature,
you can
Tonya.
stay at my
Connect
house.
with nature.
Hell no. Y'all see the mosquitoes in Texas? In a tent?
They're only this big.
Exactly. No.
That was not a hummingbird.
No,
that was
I want a 5-star hotel, and if it can't be 5-star, I want to sleep in my bed.
You know what? I want to come to one. When is the fete? When is the fete that you're trying to put together?
It will be in November, and once I find the building, I'm actually going to look at a couple of places. So once I find the building, then I'll have the date. But it may be towards the end of November.
Because I know
you don't want to do it in Galveston then, because that's when the Lone Star Rally is. They got all them film crew down. Harrison Ford is.
Oh, I love Harrison Ford. Where's he at?
In Galveston, they're filming. Have you ever seen Yellowstone? Yeah. And then they had 1888. Well, this one is in the middle. It's called 1923, and they're filming in Galveston. Oh, pissed me off so bad, Tonya. Let me tell you what they did.
Harrison Ford pissed you off?
You know that? Oh, yes. Not as bad as fucking, what's his name? Rob Lowe. I can't stand that motherfucker. I hate Rob Lowe.
Hate is such a strong word, Lynna.
I don't. It's been 39 years, and I'm not forgiving that man. No. Anyway, Soul to Soul, that soul food restaurant we went to, they only serve chicken spaghetti on Fridays. That damn film crew had the whole fucking road and the parking lot blocked off, so we couldn't even get in to get no chicken spaghetti.
Oh, they don't fucked up. They have fucked up.
I thought it was something.
One day a week she makes that.
Girl, you and my mom on this chicken spaghetti, like, what the hell? Oh my God.
Is it good? Have you had it, Tonya?
Oh, no.
I have not had it.
No, because we went on a Thursday. So what did we have? Pork chops or something on Thursday? The stuffed pork chops or something. Yeah, they only have it on Friday. Nicole, Rob Lowe, when I was 14 years old. There was a movie he did with Winona Ryder called Square Dance. And it wasn't a very popular movie, but it was Winona Ryder's very first movie, and they filmed it right outside Waxahachie. And I was living in a children's home at the time, and so they brought a bunch of us kids in to be extras in the church scene. Well, 14 years old, it's raw blow, right? Tiger beat, teen beat, all that crap back then. And you go up to him and ask him for an autograph. I don't have time for this. I've got to fly back to LA. And he just walked off like he's better than everybody else. Well, fuck him. I sat there and talked to Winona Ryder for 3 hours. And she is one of the nicest people in the world. Her, David Moeller, Jane Alexander are so nice. And they're just like us. They're regular people. They don't think they're better than anybody else. But him up on his high horse, he can go screw himself. Sex, lies, and videotape my ass. I ain't watching nothing that he makes. I don't care. It's supposed to be a good movie.
We're going to have to start putting legal disclaimers in these in these
I don't care.
I don't know how you always end up insulting somebody at the end of the thing.
Because he insulted me. I don't care if you're Barack Obama. I don't care if you're fucking Donald Trump. You ain't better than me. We're all human beings. You cannot treat me like I'm dirt beneath your feet. See, Pippa even agrees. So he can kiss my ass. I ain't got to spend my money or my time on him.
You let him know.
There's other things that are a lot better.
You should record it and post it on his
video.
Like, fuck you, Rob.
That would take energy to have to tag him. He's not even worth a hashtag.
No, she said I wouldn't even tag them. I wouldn't even waste the energy.
No, he is not.
I think I saw that black girl neck thing come out again.
I don't know if he smelled good or not, but he probably. You know what? You know how people's attitudes can affect how you see them. So as far as I'm concerned, he smelled like shit. I don't like him. He cannot treat me that way. And that's a lesson that a lot of people need to learn. People cannot treat you like shit. Don't allow people to treat you like that. You have to stand up and be who you are. We are all equal. It doesn't matter what color or what job we have. We are all human beings.
Very true. Very sad.
And none, some of us need more work than others, but don't treat people like they're beneath your feet.
That was so southern of her. She's like, well, let me throw in that little bit of shade because, yes, we're all equal, but some of y'all are crazy.
No, people don't need a handout. They need a hand up. So you can help people without treating them bad.
Yeah.
You can be a kind person, but you can't treat me like that. No.
Yeah.
And I was 14-year-old, a teenage girl back in the 80s.
When he was hot stuff.
When he was, And Lord, no, I could have spent a lot more money on that boy. No, I went straight to Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid on my wall.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Rob Lowe.
Yeah. Ralph Macchio was hot at his time too.
I'm just saying. Nicole got it right. Bless their heart. Somebody need to bless his heart because he is stone cold. Stone cold.
She will never forgive you, Rob Lowe. I'm just saying, never forgive you, Rob Lowe.
Never. I have met famous people before. I've had very influential people in the backseat of my car. Look, motherfucker, I'm giving you a ride. You ain't getting to where you going without me. Don't treat me like I'm beneath you. And people can't get in my car and talk nasty down to me either. This is fucking ridiculous. Why are you like,
okay, so maybe the next one we should talk about forgiveness and how that it plays out in the spiritual community.
No, it ain't about forgiveness. It's about shifting your focus to something more positive. And the Karate Kid is a lot more positive. And Cobra Kai is still, you're right, Nicole. He still look good in Cobra Kai.
Oh my God. Yeah, I gotta go. Lynna, I can't keep doing this with you. Oh, I gotta go pick up something, but
Oh, it was oh my God. I knew it until you asked. The Outsiders.
Because
The
it was a book
Outsiders.
before.
Lydia good at pulling up movies and things like that too.
So Tanya,
The Outsiders. Pony Boy and Johnny and yeah. Matt Dillon died.
so Tanya, I wanted to go to your
And Pat
fete, but I have to
Swayze's
say I'm
dead.
a little scared because people were like, when the spirits come out, all these things come out. I'm like, I don't want to.
They do, but you just got to be like me. She stay there all day, and then right before the stuff starts happening,
Yeah,
excuse
Lynna leaves
yourself.
early. Lynna leaves real early. I don't think that.
But I go to bed at 10 o'clock because I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think that you know, with every tradition, there's definitely things that people are scared of that they don't really know about. But I think when you go to a fete, you actually, you know, it kind of I think takes the fear out of it. I don't think that most people.
It's not the fear of the fete. It's
Yeah,
the fear of the what is the message going to be that everybody's going to hear.
Oh,
that I may not want everybody
well,
to
that I mean, you know, you might get called out.
But you get what you need.
Yeah, I was
in
about
the moment.
to say that.
That's very you. I get my messages. I just don't stay all night. It's usually later when all the crazy stuff happens, and it's just
all the crazy stuff.
but it's not my thing. It's crazy to me, but it's not
Right.
my thing. And so it's not really my place to be there is how I feel about it. So I just excuse myself. I go home and go to bed. I come back the next day and join in
like
again.
Lydia's saying, it was lit. It was lit last year. It was our first spaghetti. It was amazing. It was good. And like I said, like Lynna said, you know, the spirits come down and tell you what you need to hear. You know, sometimes you don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear.
I remember it wasn't the last Fat Getty that I went to in Boston. Well, it might have been. And Getty came up to me and he said, "You snaggity tooth hoe." And I was like, Getty. But I needed some dental work. So he was laughing too. He was bouncing. He said, "You snaggity tooth hoe." And I was like, "Me?" He said, "Uh-huh." And just believe I started putting my money to the side and went and got these teeth done. So was it embarrassing? I guess it could be if you, I don't know, you know, I don't take myself that seriously anyway, but I'm pretty sure if there's something that you need to hear, you know, and then some people like Lynna leave, like they say, hey, you know, let me go and get on down the road about that time.
Well, it's just because I'm not part of the house.
You don't have to be part of the house.
I'm a guest, but I'm an outsider.
You don't have to be part of the house.
But I get tired at 10 o'clock.
Oh, stop being so goddamn old. Start taking your nap, and we're gonna give you the whole day to take the nap so you can stay up all night.
Look, I get up before y'all go to bed.
We're gonna get you right.
It's 11 o'clock right now. I'll be knocked out.
Yeah, we gonna get you right. We definitely gonna get you right. But now you come, the God Kids gonna take care of you. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a really good time.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure at some point you'll get
I really enjoyed it. I love Lydia. I love Lydia. So she's such a kind,
very
person.
kind.
And
I have good God kids.
And
I have really good God kids.
I'm the best babysitter. So if y'all come, bring your babies. I love holding
until the spirits come out and
it gives me something to do. Well, the babies need to go to bed at that time anyway.
Let me go. I gotta go pick something up. I love y'all.
All right. Love you guys. See you in 2
See y'all.
And I'll see everybody next week doing my little needlework.
Bye, guys.